Pull this up. They're trying to prove that law and crime. That young thug ordered this.
You acknowledge that you've been accused of and arrested for robbing
This is like a breakdown of the charges and kind of like a little summary. Let's watch it though.
women.
Yes.
You acknowledge that you are the same person referred to as Tick in the song by Young Thug entitled You, in the verse She Getting Robbed by Tick.
Yes.
The trial of rapper Young.
By the way, I'm just gonna forever say it, man. You know, by the way, I can't wait for the next Atlanta rapper to appear on Off the Record. I'm gonna ask y'all directly. I'm gonna see how real every rapper is. Yo, y'all were mad quick to call 6ix9ine snitch. What's going on at YSL? You're gonna hear we gotta wait for slime.
Young Thug is about to begin. Law and Crime Network executive producer Kathy Russin comes on to do a deep dive on all that we know and what has happened in this major case. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime.
By the way, let me also put this back into the air. A lot of rappers used to say, "Oh nah, yo, you know what? We knew 6ix9ine wasn't built like that. That's why we wasn't shocked when he told." Here's my theory. There's nobody built for life in prison, my nigga. Nobody. There's nobody built for life in prison. Now you can get some idiots to kind of like act like, well, I've done nothing in life, so maybe just a reputation is what I should just live on. But nobody's built for life in prison. I believe that, fuck the street codes or whatever. Most people are for self-survival. And if they could get out of it by just sacrificing one person, they will. But if it's going to put people in danger, if they know they have other charges, maybe they'll stand firm or whatever the case is. But the majority, it's not about, 6ix9ine is pussy and these guys are tough. I think we're realizing via the legal system, whether someone cooperates or not is basically how it comes down to an individual choice. Okay, if you're risking 15 years in prison and all you got to do is say like 2 statements to the cops and you get out today, most people are going to do it. The streets have been a brainwashing tool for a lot of black men and just black society in period, because they try to act like gangsters are people who are ready to do life in prison. Think about all the gangsters we've ever heard. With all due respect to like Jeffrey Williams and any other gangster we listen to in hip hop, most of these niggas never did 10 years. Maybe they did 6 months, a year and a half. They've never did 10 years. Now Boosie's different, clearly. But most of these niggas, they've never really done substantial time. So when we hear this whole thing about snitching only comes into place when people are telling you you're not going to get out for another 30 years, right? Which, by the way, it's a little anti what the Gunna thing is, because people thought, Gunna, you weren't facing shit. But for the majority of people, look at the people who are getting a 15-year probation in this case. They know they were facing probably 20 to 30 years in prison. And if they could get 15 years on probation and time served and come home, of course they're going to snitch. Don't matter if they got fucking slime or slat tatted on their face. You're an idiot to think otherwise.
Jesse Weber. All right, let's talk about the trial of Grammy award-winning rapper Young Thug, which at the time of this recording is about to start jury selection. This is down in Atlanta, Georgia. The rapper, whose real name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, is facing 8 criminal counts, including conspiracy to violate the state's RICO or racketeering law. Essentially, he and what was originally 28 other.
Let me take a piss. I'm going to turn this up while I'm taking a piss. I can hear it.
Down to, I believe, 14 now. I'll explain why in a minute. They were all charged in this large, sweeping indictment. The claim is that Williams co-founded a street gang called YSL, or Young Slime Life, back in 2012 that absolutely wreaked havoc on the city. Now, we have people charged with everything from attempted armed robbery to murder. There is a lot to unpack. There is a lot to understand, and there's a lot to break down in terms of what this case is, what has already happened. So to help me I want to bring in a very special guest, somebody who has been following this case very closely, someone who the Twitter community has now dubbed Young Russ, Law and Crime Network's executive producer, Kathy Russin. Kathy, great to have you here. I'm not going to call you Young Russ, even though I do like that name for you.
I mean, who would have ever thought this is where I would land?
How far you've come. How far you've come. So I think it's good to start with giving, I gave a brief synopsis of what this case is about, but can you tell us, basically, generally speaking, what is the allegation against these defendants, and specifically Young Thug?
For Young Thug himself, not only participation in a criminal street gang, but being a leader / founder / in the management part of the street gang to further crimes as in murder, a sweeping indictment basically to get all of these members of YSL, or at least 28 of them, charged with various crimes, and Jeffrey Williams is kind of the lead and the head of that. And so his charges really have to do with furthering the criminal activity, like promoting it, that kind of thing.
Are you tired of all the ads on the sides of websites? You know exactly what
It's a gang, and that has started happening in plea deals.
Defendant and his fellow YSL associates committed the drive-by shooting referenced in sections 3 and 4 above on behalf of YSL and to increase the notoriety, reputation, and fear of YSL. Number 6, defendant admitted committing and was convicted of aggravated assault and participation in criminal street gang activity, among other charges, for his participation in the drive-by shooting referenced in sections 3, 4, and 5 above. Number 7, defendant was told by another YSL associate that immediately after the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., YSL associates met at the McDonald's on Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia, to discuss the murder. Number 8, defendant personally knows that one or more YSL associates committed the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr. on behalf of YSL. Number 9, on January the 10th, 2015, after the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., defendant and other YSL associates gathered at the home of Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, who gave defendant and other YSL associates cash money to lay low.
Kathy, who is this Sledge individual, and why is he so important?
Well, he's going to testify. Now, in some of these plea deals, some of the
Hey, I'm just trying to hold everybody to their word.
Now,
The same way how Thug was talking about snitches, he better talk about this nigga too. I'm serious. Better talk about him too. Because this nigga gonna take the stand. This nigga is gonna testify that Young Thug gave him money to lay low. By the way, if you don't know, he got arrested before for the murder of Nut. He didn't kill Nut. So the charges got dropped eventually. But they eventually jammed him up with this, and they told him, yo, we'll let you go if you just tell us what you know about this murder of Nut. And he said, well, I could tell you the niggas who did the murder and that the fact that Young Thug ordered it. And they said, how you know that? They said, well, Young Thug gave me money to lay low after I got arrested. Basically, Young Thug was trying to cover it up. Young Thug was trying to pay his way out of it by giving me money. I'm just hoping that all of these niggas that been rapping a gangster, they got to keep the same energy. I'm not trying to Charleston White y'all niggas, but enough is enough. If y'all gonna have all this energy and vitriol for 6ix9ine and y'all crews are filled with niggas like this, I need to hear 20 diss songs to this nigga. I need to hear all type of shit. And the funny part about it, I'm not hearing no motherfucking rapper speak out.
Conclude that after drive-by shootings, they went to Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug's home, who gave them cash money to lay low. That's not a good fact for Jeffrey Williams. He's going to testify to drive-by shootings, to murders. After the murder of rival gang member Antonio. I'm sorry, not Antonio.
Donovan Thomas?
Thank you so much. After the murder of rival gang member Donovan Thomas is when he says that they went to Young Thug's house. So he's very crucial to the prosecution's case of tying. Look, let's just be honest. They want Jeffrey Williams. The state wants Jeffrey Williams. That's where they're making deals with other people. They want the head, they want the lead, and they want him. And so here Sledge is going to testify, and it's not going to be good facts for Jeffrey Williams.
Yeah, so he got 15 years probation. People might be looking at that and saying it's so lenient. I will be of the opinion that, like you said, they need several of these members to testify against the head of this organization, the alleged head. Or it could also be that the case they have against some of these members might not be as strong as they need it to be. And if you charge you charge 28 people, and the cases are weak against some and strong against others, the whole case could fall apart. We've seen that happen before. Now, that's a possibility. Let's go to Antonio Sumlin. What do we know about him?
Yes.
Do you understand that you are not allowed to possess or use a firearm while on probation?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you are not a United States citizen? A guilty conviction will affect your immigration status and will result in deportation, just like a conviction at a trial would, and that this is true regardless of any advice by your attorney or anyone else.
Get deported.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what do we know about Antonio Sumlin, Kathy?
So Antonio Sumlin, aka Obama, is his street name.
This nigga's name is Obama. Ain't that a bitch?
He takes a plea, also is only just sentenced to probation. A lot of people are talking about these sweet deals these guys are walking out on.
Facts.
Could it be a sweet deal? Maybe. Can members of this alleged gang stay clean for 15 years and not violate probation? 15 years is a long time. So I see talk about that on social media sites that it could be prosecutors think that they're going to end up back behind bars at some point anyway. So Sumlin pleaded guilty to the RICO Act, which all of them are charged with, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit a crime and participation in a street gang. And he also will testify. Now, these ones that like I said, the ones that will now, I have to just say this. The prosecutor words this very interesting when she reads out the plea deal. It's if you are called to testify at any time. I will say that we don't have any guarantees that every single one of these people that took a plea will be called to testify. And we do know that some probably won't, because at least one has been given the right to invoke the fifth, as far as I could tell, on everything.
Right. So there's Quantavious Grier, who I believe is the brother of Young Thug. He pleaded guilty last week. He was sentenced to a mix of time served and probation. I think as part of his deal that if he's called to testify, he has to testify truthfully, but it is his right to invoke his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. So he can do that if he wants to, not an option for some other defendants.
The difference in his wording is like what you just said, that for some of these others, they cannot, the wording was they cannot invoke the Fifth on any statements in this plea deal. So they have written out statements that they've initialed, so typed out statements, whatever.
By the way, I think this is a gunner clause. So let's just be clear, man. Like, bruh, I know some people, and people keep incorrectly saying, anytime I try to stand for like truth or like, just, shit being balanced, people like, oh no, you have an agenda. Nah, there ain't no agenda here, okay? Here's the point, okay? I don't think this is gonna make, like, some people like, oh no, you're trying to point shit out, because in reality, let's be honest. The majority of our fans, and this is why I just play devil's advocate to y'all, because I don't care. Y'all don't care about snitching. All y'all acting like thugs, y'all don't care about snitching. You're not thugs. You're acting like you care about this shit. You don't. This is like some street shit. The majority of people didn't like 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine's a snitch. Cool. Get him out of here. We all look like, you can't name like 30 people who don't like Gunna. Bro, like, I'm trying to tell y'all, Gunna is 6ix9ine. But here's the thing, we like Gunna more. That's just the point. We like Gunna more. So we're going to excuse him. Like, as long as you don't make a song saying like, I'm a rat and so what, do something. That's just the point. That's the only thing I keep telling all y'all. Y'all keep saying, oh, no, I'm not trying. Listen, 6ix9ine is done. The street niggas will never fuck with him. He has an audience. He's always be good with that. But street niggas will never fuck with him. Here's my point. Street niggas go fuck with Gunna. You know why? Because they never cared about snitching. We're seeing it. You know the biggest demon in this whole case? His name is SB. He done told on the ops 3 times. Think about it. Snitching is in the streets. Snitching is in the street code. It's a part of the DNA of street niggas. SB, he's supposedly responsible for the big murder. Donovan Nut Thomas. He also supposedly killed some other nigga. Some Shymel Brinks or Drinks or whatever his name is. Not notice him because, obviously he passed. You know what they say about him? He's cooperated twice. You know when he got locked up, he said, hey, I could tell you about another time that my ops shot at me. Now, some people might be like, oh, well, he only told on his ops. Bruh, this is why you can't like the streets. The streets is bullshit. I'm only telling this, and by the way, if you're a street nigga watching this, please click off my video. I'm not here to tell y'all stuff. Y'all not even supposed to watch my videos. Street niggas, please get off my videos. Immediately, get off my videos. If you're watching, act to get your opinion, get off my videos. I'm telling impressionable youth and impressionable minds, kids, people who think that what y'all do and y'all practice and what y'all preach and y'all make songs about is cool. I'm here to tell them that y'all are hypocrites, liars, and fucking snitches as well. I'm trying to make sure another kid who's probably thinking, yo, you know what? Young Thug done told us that if we throw up a bunch of hand signals and we keep it real with our niggas, we ain't going to jail. I'm here to tell you, you're going to jail. Don't listen to Thug. That's why he's sitting where he's at. Don't listen to these other niggas. That's why they're sitting where they're at. And by the way, when they try to act like 6ix9ine's an enigma, that's not true. They all tell on each other too. I'm trying to tell, again, street niggas, get on my videos. Y'all do what, y'all have some fake code. Y'all do what y'all do. Because y'all not about to do nothing. Because 6ix9ine is very active and chilling, walking around fucking half of the population in Miami, okay? Nobody's doing nothing to him. Now, let me just talk to the regular civilians who think that listening to Thug and listening to gangster rappers is actually a viable option. It's a lie. Half of Young Thug's niggas are snitching on him. This 6ix9ine is not an enigma. Half of Young Thug's gang hieroglyphics, throw it up, YSL for life. There's a nigga with a YSL tattoo on his face that is snitching on Thug. I'm only trying to tell the kids, I'm trying to tell impressionable youth, people who might be so dumb that say, well, Thug rap about this gang shit. These dudes rap about this gang shit. They say if we all keep quiet, everybody go home. Nobody's keeping quiet but Thug. And by the way, I'm not blaming Thug because Thug, I believe, is a victim of what he believed in. This street shit, you the richest nigga and you believe in the bullshit. That's why Thug is where he's at. I'm pretty sure they would have gave Thug a plea a long time ago to say, yo, Thug, yo, give up the niggas who did the killing. Yo, they locked him up many times before. Yo, we'll give you 2 years and fuck it. Thug was believing this whole shit that everybody is thugs and everybody's gangsters and nobody tells on each other. And that's why you have 20 snitches about to sit there and point at Thug, be like, that nigga with a dreads, we call him King Slime. Yo, he's the one who did the song called Blangwich. He's the one who did the song called Life. That's what it is. So for y'all kids, again, if you're a street nigga, get off my videos, please. I've never, when I did the War in Chirac, I never did for street niggas. Get off my videos, please. Click off of this. This is for impressionable youth because every time when they blame me for the War in Chirac, they don't realize ain't nobody pick up a gun to be a savage because of Akademiks video. They picked it up because they heard that shit. It sound cool to just be with a weapon and killing with niggas when you hearing a song that's glorifying it. They're not doing it because of my videos. So I'm only trying to appeal to the kids, appeal to the youth who probably just haven't thrown their life away yet. If you listen to Thug and all these other gangster rappers, they're liars. They're liars, okay? We're watching what's happening with Thug. All of Thug's guys is telling on him, okay? It's not just 6ix9ine. All of his guys is telling on him. Do not do it unless you like being in jail. And if you think that, Young Thug is a very popular artist who, no matter what happens, he's going to go down in infamy. Young Thug will be a martyr. Maybe for some. Your stupid ass, when you follow the same shit that he's been preaching and the rest of these gangster rappers is preaching, you're gonna rot and die in jail. No bitches. Your mama's gonna stop coming. If you lived in a house, that shit gonna get repossessed. You're gonna be a fucking idiot. This is the biggest example, and this is why I'm a civilian. I'm gonna show this to the max, because trust me, I'm a multi-millionaire. So is Thug. Thug just still doing the gangster shit. Y'all want to be that nigga, or y'all want to be free and be living the life? Y'all tell me what it is. Nobody in hip hop is gonna tell you this, because they all sell to you that gangsterism gets you to riches because they're rich. No, these niggas are lucky they could make a couple of rhymes. Young Thug didn't get on because he was King Slime, my nigga. He got on because he could fucking have a weird voice that autotune sounds good on. Okay? Everybody needs to know this. This ain't no... This is just me telling y'all the truth. But you know what? After tonight, I know y'all still gonna go back to believing the bullshit. So I'll tell y'all the truth and I'll just move on. I'm not here to save nobody. That's the fact. All of these gangster rappers won't admit, y'all sent an entire generation on dummy missions. They blamed a lot of the Chicago shit for me, but I ain't sent them on dummy missions. I ain't tell them that being a savage, there's going to be an end game. Being a savage will never get you in this crib. I'm going to tell you that right now. Following Thug will never get you here. Maybe for 2 months, 3 months, 5 months. It won't get you here for years. But when I say this, I'm the sellout. When them niggas preach that bullshit, y'all believe it. And that's why I exist, because I sit back, I already killed a Cabo, I'm on Casamigos. I sit my Casamigos and I said, yo, so when y'all said 6ix9ine was the only snitch, riddle me this. What's happening now? I'm sorry. There isn't much like crying going on with me, because everybody told me the only snitch was 6ix9ine, and it looked like there's a lot of fucking snitches that done made this Jeffrey Williams case.
That the prosecutors have them initial. They have testified truthfully to those and are not allowed to invoke the fifth. And
then we have Trontavia Stevens.
You also acknowledged that on February 4th, 2021, you participated in a group chat with fellow YSL founder Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, and YSL associates Wooney Lee.
Hey, I'm just pointing out, Young Thug said on $1 million worth of game, I got a snitch radar. Y'all want me to play it? I'll play it right now. He said, got a snitch radar. You could tell. He said, everybody who was snitch on me, I could tell. You clearly couldn't tell if you said that so confidently, and all these niggas who are standing around you, milking you for money, now that the money train is done and they're locked up, they're all telling on you. It's no way you would walk yourself into that trap. It's no way you would walk into this trap. Somebody said this. Oh, I thought you said this ain't. Oh, you said TSF not snitching. All right, brothers. Yo, I love when y'all be doing this, like, oh, this and third. Man, stop yo, listen, if, I hope to have a son in the future. The first thing I got to do is break down the idolization of gang or gang culture. Them niggas will sell you out. I don't believe, anytime a nigga's in some gang shit, this and third, I always believe these niggas is selling. It just depends on what for. Some of them don't have the opportunity to tell. And that's the thing. I think that's the brainwashing. The niggas that don't have the opportunity to tell, because they're the target of the investigation. Think about it. 28 people got locked up in this whole fucking YSL indictment. What have we found out since? They only wanted the people that had to do with the death of Donovan Nut Thomas. You want me to tell you how many people that is? There was 4 people in the car when they did a drive-by. 4. Then they think Young Thug sanctioned it. Then they think there's like 2 other people they believe, whatever. Then there's another murder that they're connecting 2 of the people from the first murder. So it's about 8 people they want. Everybody else, what have they done? Yo, go home. Just give us a statement, go home. They only really wanted 8 people and they arrested 28. They wanted 8 people. Young Thug is at the top. They never want to gun him. They were probably playing fucking dice and betting on FanDuel and Prize Picks saying, how long you think this nigga gonna last? Matter of fact, let's not have him eat no food for the next 2 days. Let's see if he's gonna be trying to volunteer to tell. Eventually, they got him. He's down to take a plea. Every nigga's down to take a plea. I'm trying to tell y'all that the street code that people keep saying that exists does not fucking exist. It do not. Everybody is self-serving. Any nigga, other than those 2 dudes, which by the way, even them 2 dudes who supposedly, remember I told you about that guy, and I'm like, yo, yeah, he a real nigga? Because he said he ain't taking a plea. Did a little bit more research. He wasn't getting out anyway. The nigga had other charges. He's one of those. He's one of the guys. He's one of the guys who really lit the block up. So he wasn't getting out. Granted, they were going to give him probation, but he had other charges. This nigga been, you're Bobby Shmurda, he been shooting that nigga since 5th grade. So he had mad charges. So he wasn't getting out. But everybody else who really wasn't into shit, gunning them, they got the fuck out and dipped. There's 14 niggas going to trial. They really want 8 of them. And out of 8 of them, I think they'll sacrifice half of them if they could get Thug. So y'all tell me what this gang shit really worth. This is the dumbest shit possible. And I would like to say, I'm one of the biggest voices in hip hop now. I would challenge any gangster rapper to rationalize what's going on here. None of y'all talk about it. Because all y'all do is make money off of these niggas while promoting this dumb shit. And then when trials come across like this, y'all all stay quiet and act like this is some omerta. Like this is all cool. Axe working with the feds. He posts the most criminal shit on other people's behalf. Yo, let me tell you this. You see how people, YSL is going to be a fucking test case for the rest of life. You see who this is? This is why, like, I don't care who be saying that. My nigga, let me show y'all incriminating posts. Axe working with the feds. You know who I would say is working the feds, nigga? A nigga who would post, I would kill you, nigga. I'll show you a fed post. This is a fed post. I'm going to show you a fed post. This is a fed post, nigga. If I ain't like what you did, nigga, for your mom, I would have been killed you. This is a fed post. Everybody who's talking about it don't want to talk about this shit. This is why he locked up. He not locked up because nothing Akademiks posts. He locked up because YFN Lucci mama house got shot up, and you literally said, I would have been killed you. I'm sorry to tell y'all. You literally said, I would have been killed you, and his mama house got shot up. This is the problem with hip hop. And even when 6ix9ine, like before you guys started snitching, niggas was blaming me for 6ix9ine getting locked up. 6ix9ine was doing dumb shit. I'm telling you this now. 6ix9ine was doing dumb shit. He got drunk off power, money, fame. The nigga who I knew before he got to that point would never be just like, yo, because he got mad money, like, yo, I'm putting $30,000 on niggas' head. You're putting an open contract for niggas to shoot at somebody? And you think you're not getting locked up? Are you dumb? And you saying this on video when a nigga's recording you in HD? 6ix9ine's my man, but I could tell him back then or even now, that was dumb shit. That's why you went to the feds, nigga. You're stupid. That's stupid shit. Thug putting this up, this is dumb shit. We not going to admit that? Yeah, we like his music, but we not going to admit that? It's dumb shit. Don't blame a blog. Don't blame a blog. Y'all niggas got to start taking accountability. When y'all niggas talking about, yo, why they using rap lyrics? Why is your lyrics matching so closely to the crimes? Accountability. You know they can't use your lyrics if you like, yo, hey, yo, I don't know, you say some shit that don't match anything near a crime, but if you rap about, I shot up his mama's house, he ain't mentioned me since, then they got this screenshot of you saying that I would have killed you if I didn't like what you did for your mother and kids. And then they also look at actual evidence that his mama's house got shot up. Bro, you don't think they're going to use lyrics? Y'all can keep saying all this, oh, yo, let's make a law. There will never be a law in history that says you could incriminate yourself in music and they can't use it against you. I'm telling y'all the fucking facts. This ain't an indictment or me going against Thug. This is me trying to tell everybody else, and this is where like bitch ass niggas like my son, I be looking at him like, yo, you weird because you really scared of these rap niggas. You got all the energy for me, but you scared of these niggas that maybe if you say that some of the message you're pushing is getting niggas locked up and doing dumb shit, maybe they'll slap the shit out of you. Because you're trying to work with these niggas. You need them because you're broke. I don't need none of these rappers. I'm telling you the truth. The message Young Thug and YSL been preaching for the longest, and most of these gangster rappers, is the reason why niggas is getting locked up and doing dumb shit. Let's use Young Thug and YSL as an example to know that all that street shit, I even posted this on my, I think this is fully capped. Like, I didn't editorialize it on my Instagram, and I posted it. This is fully capped what Young Thug was talking about. And I'm here to tell y'all, because I want to save people, that if you believe this dumb shit what Young Thug said, you're probably going to be in jail too, okay? I pointed out. This is dumb shit.
A lot of they kids, a lot of they brothers and sisters, then get ready in the courtroom and tell the God and it's true.
Fuck, nigga.
Don't get it. Yeah. So, nigga, a lot of they mama, a lot of they kids, a lot of they brothers and sisters, then get ready in the courtroom and tell the God and it's true.
Fuck, nigga.
Don't get it. Yeah. So, nigga, a lot of they mama, a lot of they kids, a lot of they brothers and sisters, then get ready in the courtroom and tell the God and it's true.
Fuck, nigga.
Don't.
If you listen to Young Thug on this, you'll be in jail too. Yes. Everybody lies to their bitch, their mama, their sons, their daughters. But when they get in fucking court and they're facing 35 to life, they fucking tell the truth. Do not listen to Young Thug. I'm telling you the facts. Nobody want to say it. What Young Thug is saying, he's right. But he's right that you should do it. Niggas will lie to their bitch, their mama, their cousin, their daddy, their daughter, their son, and as soon as they get locked up and they say they're facing 35 to life, they're going to tell the truth. So if you know that now, don't deny it. Don't try to be like, oh, I'm so tough, I'm the exception. Accept what it is. That's what niggas are going to do. Thug just said it. If you know that, would you ever put yourself in the same position as Thug? My only problem with hip-hop, even when I was doing the war in Chirac, is that people don't... It's all about sensationalizing shit for monetary gain, but people don't ever be honest about a lot of this shit. When Thug was saying this, I thought Thug was the toughest nigga on earth. Like, damn, this nigga, you rocking a dress and he probably killed niggas? Like, this is crazy. This is dope. I mean, I didn't know who he killed, so I'm like, it's just kind of whatever. But in reality, man, let's think about it, man. This shit is sending mad niggas off to the penitentiary, bro. Let's just keep it a beat, bro. I hope all these things are false about Thug. So don't think I'm saying I'm advocating for him to go to jail. Not at all. But I do want to tell y'all that the messages that hip-hop promotes at times, when some of y'all are blindly believing it, you're an idiot, okay? If you ask Thug right now, he'd be yes ma'am in like a motherfucking court saying, yes ma'am, I was wrong to say that. We're all you know what we're all seeing for the last 5 weeks? Yes ma'ams, and more yes ma'ams. So I say to anyone who's influenced, whether by the tone of my voice, the words of my voice, context or the content of what I'm saying, or even if you're influenced by the music that Young Thug makes, his personality, what you believe YSL is, please don't listen to me. Don't listen to Young Thug. Make your own fucking mind up. Because what Young Thug said is the reason why he locked up and the reason why 3/4 of his camp is switching on him. If they're switching on him and he's worth maybe $100 million, What will your niggas do for you? Don't listen to Thug. Thug rich as fucking, they snitching on him. What they gonna do on you? That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay? And, shit. People might, in hip-hop, I always say, unfortunately, it feels like black culture and hip-hop culture is synonymous with crime culture. So when I speak that I'm hoping to influence people to not go down the path of doing crimes that could get them locked up, because let me just give you out the reality. Young Thug got four bond hearings in a year. That's not normal for anybody else who doesn't have a shit ton of money. You might get one. Sometimes you might not get one at all. Sometimes you're locked up. Maybe the reason you did the crime, you're fucked up monetarily. You can't even afford a lawyer. Now you got a public defender. Public defender really only trying to get you like, okay, cool. Based on the charges, you could get like 10 years. I could get you 3 years. Maybe you get out in 2. They're good with pleas. You get what I mean? So again, when you see some of these niggas talking about even the legal system, they're privileged. I'm telling you firsthand, Tory Lanez is privileged. You go shoot a bitch, you're getting 10 years. Tory not getting 10. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You're not getting 10. We're gonna talk about it. You ain't getting 10. Your bitch ass is getting 10. You broke. Young Thug could order 10 murders. I don't think he getting 10 years either. You order 10 murders, nigga, you're on death row. Facts. By the way, I don't know if he did or not. But I'm just trying to tell you, sometimes y'all be listening to these celebrity rappers who are telling you what they could do while all they doing is just wheeling their money to make sure they get the best possible chance. That will never happen to y'all. Gunna came home with a slap on the wrist after 4 denied pleas. You can't name a nigga who's normal who in 5 months gets 4 bond hearings. Doesn't happen. That's one of the things about, accountability. I always look at rappers. I'm like, y'all are sending these kids off to try to be like y'all. People look at Slime. Oh, shit. Slime was a real nigga. He was really about it. They was really doing what he was doing. Yeah, but he's rich as fuck. He's been getting these charges. He's rich as fuck. And one of the things that's going to help him go into this trial is that all of the cell phone evidence got suppressed. You know why it got suppressed? That nigga's probably paid $3 million in lawyer fees. Who said it recently? I seen Tony Yayo say that, Tory Lanez spent, was it him or maybe somebody else was like, damn. It was Benzino probably. It was like, damn, that nigga did that he got found guilty and he paid $250,000. You're an idiot if you think Tory paid only $250,000. Tory Lanez is between $2 to $4 million down for this legal case. He's spending like a bitch. That's just what it is. But anyway, I'm not here to try to save everybody. Sometimes, as we get into case type of shit, I just can't sit up here and just, I love his music, but I can't just sit up here and act like these niggas was doing like, oh no, the Matrix attacked him, Young Thug did nothing, blah, blah, blah. No, these niggas is misleading y'all. Period. They're all misleading y'all. Okay? That's what it is. All right, anyway. Let me keep going.
AKA Slime Life Shorty, wherein Jeffrey Williams stated, YSL rule the world, kid. Y'all just start bringing me the money. Man, y'all stop playing with me. Do you acknowledge that?
Yeah.
Do you acknowledge that on May 13, 2021, you participated in another group chat with fellow YSL founder Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, and YSL associates Martinez Arnold, Miles Farley, Quantavious Greer, Antonio Sumlin, Wooney Lee, wherein Jeffrey Williams asked, y'all ain't beat him up or shot him yet? Then states, y'all getting soft.
Yes.
So Trontavious Stevens seems very important for this case.
There's a problem.
Hold
they
on.
have group chats. They have group.
Let's see. I got a call. Let's see what's going on.
Yo, act.
Yo, yeah.
I got Blue Da Vinci on the phone. He telling me I need to get on this Twitch shit and build my city and all that. And I know you know about that shit. So what you think?
No, you should. You should. I'll help you out. I'm on stream right now.
I know you know how to do all that shit. Help me get that shit set up.
No, definitely, nigga. Just let me know. I got you.
All right, cool. All right.
So Wack got some other shit going on. Because he was like, yo, hit me, nephew. I'm like, I thought he was watching the stream. I think Wack should be on Twitch. Wack should be like streaming, like whatever. Anyway, here's the point. Oh, let's keep listening to this. Yo, chat. I hope y'all don't take like, you know, my commentary on this and be like, oh, ask the sellout, blah, blah, blah. Bro, like, again, at the end of the day, there's a bigger picture to this. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, we're realizing that there's certain people who take no accountability. They're putting out messages that are very hurtful. They also like are giving y'all ideology that they're not living by. You know what I mean? The majority of the rap community was talking like, you know, snitching was just some rare shit. We're seeing every nigga snitch. Do you get what I'm saying? Remember when I used to be like, yo, yeah, man, I get jammed up with a bunch of niggas, man. I'm telling the cops before I even get to the jail. Niggas like, oh, it's just pussy ass act. You know what I mean? He's just like a one-on-one, whatever. Nigga, the gangsters, they're doing it more than me. They're doing it even better than me. So now, like, it's just interesting that the streets are ignoring the fact that there's a rampant wave of cooperation, telling, and snitching. And that just seems like hypocritical. You know why? Because I've always believed they use this don't tell shit to manipulate people to basically get away with shit, because usually the no snitching shit doesn't help the person who's actually involved. It helps the people who haven't done anything but made the call. In reality, well, let me keep playing this.
Traps that Jeffrey Williams is in, saying things like, you haven't shot him yet, you all are getting soft. That's what I guess people would call receipts. The prosecutor has receipts in this case where they have put things in writing. Here's another thing about Stevens, his AKA Tick. He goes by Tick or Slug. There's a song, Jeffrey Williams has a song called You, but it's E-W-E, I believe. And in that, it talks about Tick robbing a woman or women. And in the plea deal, the prosecutor has him acknowledge that he has been accused of and are charged of robbing women in the past. This is important because prosecutor wants to bring in song lyrics. The song lyrics that Young Thug has used, this is a big sticking point, and it's still an outstanding motion by the defense that has not been solved yet, because they went to argue this motion last week, and as a side note, there was a COVID outbreak in the jail where all these guys are, and a bunch of them are COVID positive and or in quarantine. So because of that, they couldn't have this hearing on the motion. Song lyrics. Can they use song? Is song lyrics real life? Or is it just artistry? All right,
let's get straight to the shit.